Hello, welcome. Welcome to this series of webinars of Utrecht Lorent University. My name is Marton Belik, and I am from the Faculty of Informatics. And this webinar session is going to be about the summer school, about the EIT Digital Summer School that is happening in Budapest every year. Let me start with a short introduction of the participants. We have the head of the program, Bálint Molnár, and we have two participants from the previous summer school edition, Anna and David. Thank you very much for coming. Let me start with a short presentation about the faculty itself, so you can have an idea what is happening here at Utrecht Lorent University. Utrecht Lorent University is the oldest continuously operating university of Hungary. It was established in 1635, so almost 400 years ago, and it adapted its name in 1950, and the Faculty of Informatics became an independent faculty in 2003. Since that time, the university itself won several awards, a Research University Award, University of National Excellence Award, and in 2017, the Savaria University Center got integrated with the Faculty of Informatics. Within the country, in Hungary, our faculty and our educational programs, namely the computer science, are ranked at the highest places. More than half of all the national applicants apply to us each year. According to the Hungarian university rankings, our university takes the first place. But if we look into the international rankings, then we can also see that these are very nice, prominent places. Our faculty is not only strong in history, but also very strong in faculty, in the teaching stuff. They are winning quite many awards, quite frequently. The latest award that was received goes to Laszlo Lovas, who won the Abel Prize this March. Let's see a little the faculty in numbers. Here you can have a look about the student numbers and about the faculty numbers, the scientific faculty at the Faculty of Informatics. If you have a closer look, then since 2018 until 2020, the number of international students grew, almost doubled. We are receiving more and more international students each year from more and more countries. The numbers of international students on bachelor level increased by 66%, and on master level in 3 years by 300%. We are not only receiving more and more applications from the students, but we are also receiving every year more and more applications from the international staff, and therefore we have more and more international faculty with us. We are centrally located in Europe, as you can see. It is approximately 1 or 2 hour flight from most of the European capitals. And the faculty is really interconnected when it comes to international relations. We have a CPUS network that got awarded 3 times by now with the Minister's Prize of Excellence. And our faculty is also the founding member of the Budapest Node. Our faculty is the full member of the EIT Digital since 2017. Nevertheless, we have almost 100 Erasmus bilateral agreements, and we are also participating in the European Universities called in the CHARM EU consortium. We also have an Erasmus Mundus joint master, and we also have various strategic partnerships, both for the faculty and the students as well. We are not only interlinked with the international partners, higher educational institutions, but we are also working a lot to be interlinked with the industry, with industrial partners. What does it mean when there is an industrial partner? It means that the industry is arriving to the university, and we are able to build up and we are able to build up research works with the students, internships, and also thesis work opportunities. If you look at the labs graph, then you can see some of our laboratories that we have. And here you can have a look at the companies that we are connected with. By now, the faculty has more than 100 partner companies that we are cooperating with. Why this is important is because the knowledge triangle at our faculty, it is the most important that we are remaining relevant. And this means that we are linking the education, the research, and the business together. Apart from this knowledge triangle, we also provide innovation and entrepreneurship education at the faculty. We have courses for all the students at all the levels, shall it be bachelor, master, or doctoral. And we also have educational programs in which nearly 1/4 of the curricula is innovation and entrepreneurship. Let's have a look at the degree programs of the faculty. So we provide a bachelor's in computer science. It is also important that the preparatory year is available. So if you are not certain that you would get admitted, you can start the preparatory year with us. We also have bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and we have very many master programs. There is a master program in computer science for autonomous systems, master program in cartography, and master in computer science with 6 specializations. What is important that we also provide a foundation year before the master program. And you have to know that the application deadline is 31st of May. This means that you can still apply to all of our degree programs and preparatories. Let's have a look at the joint programs that we organize with several other universities. The largest joint programs that we have, the largest consortium that we are part of, is the EIT Digital, that has almost 10 years now, and we provide 5 degree programs there. Joint programs means that the students have to study at least 2 study locations, at least 2 cities, 2 universities. It also means with the EIT Digital that the students, the graduates, receive 2 certificates and an innovation and entrepreneurship certificate as well. So basically, when someone is finishing from the EIT Digital program, there are 3 certificates, 1 degree, but 3 certificates. Our faculty won the Erasmus Mundus Joint Master this year. That master is in Intelligent Field Robotic Systems, and that is coordinated by the University of Girona. The application is still open with this Erasmus Mundus Master program. You can have a look at the website that is given there. We also provide, of course, doctoral level education. The Doctoral School of Informatics provides various research areas, and also the application deadline is the 31st of May. So the application for doctoral school is still open. We participate in several summer schools, and the reason why we have this webinar today is the EIT Digital Summer School. We are going to have more information about that summer school later on, but the faculty participates in various other summer schools as well. When it comes to the social responsibility, the people, the surrounding, it is not only the universities and the companies that we are cooperating with, because at the end of the day, it is people who are benefiting from all these cooperations. We have several programs for children, also for children between 12 and 16 years old, older and younger. because for us it is very important to raise the awareness of the mathematical and computational skills. We also have special training, special programs for elementary school children, and we also organize competitions like the Bedras Challenge, and in which 12,000 participants took place in the previous year. The student services are layered on various levels at the university. There are university level student services. Here you can see the faculty level student services. And I would highlight three of those. First, the library and community zone. So libraries are becoming less and less fashy. And therefore, with us, the library is transforming also to a community zone to host the students, to host student groups, of course, when the universities are open, and to build the network of students at the university while they are studying. We have a student support center that is helping the students with learning methodology and the various development courses. But the Student Support Center also provides individual counseling, life coaching, crisis intervention. So basically we have 5-6 people who are dealing with the well-being of the students. Well-being of the student is very important when it comes to the student performance, and therefore it is very important for us because we want that the students gain the best that they can have. Also, Neumann János Talent Development Association, it operates at the faculty. The faculty is one member of this association, and it is just as important to support the students with talent than supporting students with various needs. Here we can have a look at the website of the faculty and the university as well. And if you if you copy this QR code, then you will arrive to the Facebook page of the faculty. And if you make a screenshot about this screen, then you can also see the link to the summer school, the main website of the summer school. Here, I would like to pass the floor to Balint Moanar, who is with us to tell us more about the summer schools.
Okay, thank you. Okay, briefly something about this summer school. As you can see on this slide, that the major topic or the central topic of this summer school is data science for financial problems. The next slide, please. Okay. Yeah. This is a 2 weeks program. The major aim is to learn to study technologies, computer science, data science technologies, which can be applied in the field of financial services technologies. Something basics about it, because the summer school major focuses not the technologies, but the application in business environment. And this summer school is part of the EIT I&E modules, so-called I&E modules, which is about innovation and entrepreneurship. For that reason, within the summer school, the case studies aims at creating business development, business planning, but making use of technology, data science, how we can exploit these technologies in enterprise environment. And that means that the use cases somehow built up to dedicate and dedicated to digital finance, everything which is related to the financial services. But this summer school would like to apply the various algorithms, methods, approaches which can be found within data science. As you can see from the major topic, applied to financial problems. It is a very huge area. This summer school is open for master students. It's especially for EIT master students, but is open for any master students from anywhere, from any universities, faculties, business schools even, and even young professionals who start some career in this field could join, and naturally it is open for the PhD students again, and primarily PhD students in the EIT doctoral program, but for anybody who are interested in to study this area. Next slide, please. What happens within the summer school? This summer school aims at practice. That means that during the summer school, there will be several exercises, use cases that should be elaborated through project works, group works, and there is an opportunity for collaborating and cooperating within the group. The aim of this practice and this kind of project work to acquire knowledge, skills, not only for data science, but for business environment, and especially to use that set of knowledge for innovation and entrepreneurship. During that summer school, several approaches, methods could be learned that supports describing ideas which are related to business development. And the students may acquire how to describe, how to conceptualize business ideas in a semi-formal or formal way, which could be proposed or maybe could be established as startup company, or could be proposed to higher level, senior level management that this idea would be viable. Anyway, this summer school provides the opportunity to meet students from Europe and even from other parts of the world, and exploit this opportunity for having a good time together. Please, the next slide. As I've mentioned, that this summer school primarily dedicated to EIT students, EIT Digital Master Schools, but there is possibility to join other participants, external participants as well. The core problem is the innovation, and how you can create new ideas, how you can conceptualize these ideas, and then design, typically services, but it could be a bunch together some products, but typically services in this area, but it should be described in a disciplined way. That includes the business modeling and the whole planning process of the innovation idea. There will be some connection to other societal areas, and some knowledge could be gained during this summer schools, which touches that that issues which could be considered societal problems, and regarding innovation and financial market business. One of the aim of the summer school to support the interaction, information interchange, building up relationships among the students and with entrepreneurs and professionals within that industry. Especially for the EIT Master School students, this summer school is worth 4 ECTS, and we can translate it, these credit points, into working hours. That means that 112 hours of students should work on various exercises, listen to lectures. Even I will mention that there will be some preparation, which should be carried out before joining to the summer school. Please, the next slide. The major structure of this summer school looks like this way. There's a starter kit. This starter kit contains basic knowledge, some exercises, especially on the field of innovation, entrepreneurship, and it should be fulfilled the exercises, solve the exercises, answer the question, maybe quizzes. Typically, this preparation course requires 8 hours from a student. This is a precondition to join to the summer school. Then the summer school lasts for 2 weeks. During this 2 weeks, there will be lectures, keynote speakers as well on specific area. And as I have mentioned, the student would work together in groups on a project works, typically elaborating, processing the use cases. Maybe there would be some chances to visit companies. It's maybe some virtual visit would happen in this pandemic environment. And but anyway, some connection in this virtual environment could be find to customers, and there will be opportunities for students to participate in social events. Anyway, as you can see that the focus is on group works, exchanging ideas. There will be coaches or instructors, supervisors who assist and support the groups and students within the group, and the end result should be some solution, proposal, business cases, plan, business design, ideas of innovation. And finally, a little bit later on there would be, there would be a pitch competition. And in October, in autumn, in this pitch competition, the participants may gain some prizes. As you have seen on this slide, it could be even 5,000 euros. This this prize is for groups, and this pitch means that the acquired knowledge and using the acquired knowledge to define an innovation idea and to describe this innovation should be presented in a so-called pitch, a talk, a presentation, in which the group or maybe the speaker of the group would persuade the audience that how good, how excellent the idea of the innovation that the group would propose. Next slide, please. Okay, you can see here a very brief program about this summer school. There will be some information skills provided by the provided about the financial technology, financial services technologies market. It something about how to apply data science in this environment in a very broad sense, because the finance industry is now a quite large sector within the market, and what kind of solutions, investment, innovations, trends could be seen recently in this financial services technologies domain. There will be some lectures about innovation and entrepreneurship because the master's students may need some formal information about these fields, how to create enterprises, small enterprises, maybe, and what to do with these enterprises, or how you can fit into large corporations, companies, where you try to propagate your ideas into or for the senior management. As I have already mentioned, that there will be chances to meet real-life entrepreneurs and maybe members of the startup companies, and the use case, elaboration, and processing would happen within group work and within project environment and assisting, supervising by instructors, mentors. Please, the next slide. Here you can see that what is this broad spectrum of financial services technologies, where you can try to find new ideas, maybe innovative ideas, or see examples, and you may can give to the existing innovative ideas some value, and added value ideas you may create within group works in these several fields. One of the important part within the financial service technologies, the payments. You can see that in the last decade, a revolution happened on this field. The banks started to follow that pattern, which started in a innovation form, for example, by PayPal. Another important field is the so-called financing, and basically it means credit, different kind of lending mechanism that could be carried out again in a digitalized form. And the microcredit, the concept of the microcredits was an innovative idea which gained field in poor and development countries, for example. You may encounter using the bank services, these robot advisors. There are ideas, but there are some problems, some niche areas where you may find new ideas or find out new ideas, innovations. Maybe on the traditional banking service field of the savings, and even the retired people, for pensioners, you may find out some new approaches, having this kind of problem areas which related to the retired people and their financing. Anyway, there are lots of technology areas that could be interesting, and maybe some new innovative ideas can be defined. For example, the infrastructure of finance companies applying blockchain, which is a hot topic in several areas, and related to that, big data and application of artificial intelligence. It raises several questions: the transparency of the algorithm, and how we can process data in several situations. Insurtech means the insurance industry. Again, insurance industry, the characteristic of the insurance industry, considering the financial services technology, is that that they lag behind the other areas for some reasons. They are very lazy, or were very lazy on this field, and that means that this kind of sector, business sector, offers the opportunity for applying innovative ideas that may be used at other financial fields, but it would be considered new to the insurance field. And and finally, the properties. That means that builds, pieces of land, selling and buying, even renting, tenant issues, all of these things are a part of the financial services technologies, and there are chances to exploit informatics, computer science, IT, typically information technology on this field. Next slide, please. Okay, here you can see that the 2 weeks period when you can join to this summer school, and I think one of the link contained the registration link where you can register through a form for this summer school. Next slide, please. Here, I hope that you can access it, or you may have an email, or maybe this webinar. Here is the link where you can register and have the chance to participate in this EIT Summer School. Okay, thank you for the attention.
Thank you very much for this great presentation, Balint. Thank you once again. And now we will be moving to the students' talk part, where the participants from the previous years will be giving us some insight what the summer school of 2020, how it went. Let's have a look at the students. We have 3 students with us. We have Anna, we have David, and we have Surjoit, who's going to be seen in a second. And David has a presentation, so we decided that we would start with the presentation of David, and then we will skip to the discussion about how it was and sharing his experiences. Hello, Surjoit, nice to see you. So, David, I'm going to turn your presentation on, and please let us know how it was.
Hello everyone, I'm David Borbi. I'm a third-year bachelor student at ELTE. I am studying computer science, and I would like to talk a bit about how the summer school was in the last year. I was a bit afraid to apply, to be honest, because this whole world of innovation and entrepreneurship is new to me, but I was surprised how much I enjoyed the whole summer school. First of all, I would like to talk a bit about the program of the school, how it was. Well, it's a 2-week summer school, but before the summer school starts, you have to do a starter kit where you will be introduced to the basics of innovation and entrepreneurship. You will learn the basic terms and ideas. And to be honest, I have enjoyed this starter kit from the very beginning because the lectures were very good. And what I really enjoyed that there were great examples for each point that they made. So for example, if they made a point about an idea in marketing, then they immediately brought an example from the real life. For example, that Apple has been doing this for 3 years and how good it is for them and stuff like that. So I have really enjoyed this starter kit. And after the starter kit, the summer school started, the 2-week summer school. And first of all, you will be introduced to the platforms of the summer school. And very soon you will be assigned to your teams. You will be assigned into teams of 4 to 5 people. And you will be with that team for the whole 2 weeks of the summer school. And after that, some real-life businesses will will show some presentations about a problem that they have in their business or something that they can improve upon. And your team has to choose one of these business case, and you will work on this specific business case for the 2 weeks of the summer school. And you will work on this business case from the week 1, but especially in the week 2, you will have to do a lot of work. You will have to develop your idea. And after the summer school ends, after the 2nd week, you will have to do a 10-minute presentation to the real business case owners. And who knows, they might even use your idea to improve their real problem. So your idea might be used in the end. So this summer school is really short, but they have taught very much in those 2 weeks. And for this, the days were pretty long and hard. Next, I will talk about what's the day like at the summer school. Well, very soon the school starts and early in the morning, and there is some optional warm-up activity to start with, like some exercise or some games with others in the school. And after this, there is a 1-minute pitch where you need to talk about what your team has achieved in the previous day. And this goes on until the coffee break. And from the coffee break until the lunch, you will listen to 2 or 3 lectures. These are about the specific topic of the summer school that you have applied to. For example, if you apply to Budapest for the financial summer school, you will listen to some lectures about finance and also some lectures about innovation and entrepreneurship, like how to present yourself, how to network with others, and stuff like that. And after each presentation, you will have opportunities to ask the lecturers about any questions that you have about what they said. And after this, there will be a lunch break. And from the lunch break until afternoon, that's where you have to do the work. Actually, you will work with your team on the business case that you have chosen. And you will work on this the whole afternoon. And after the day ended, there will be a very short news flash where you have to present, your team has to present what they have learned in that day and what they have achieved in that day. And after this, usually there is some optional cool-down activity too, like some other exercises or cooking or some leisure activity like that. And in the end, I have listed some reasons about why it's worth to participate in this summer school in general. Well, first of all, you can learn a lot about business and technology. The lectures were very good, I think, and there were plenty of lectures. So if you're interested in some new area in technology, then you can apply to this summer school and you can get started with that area. For example, I started started to learn about finance in the summer school, so it's really useful for me in that case. You can also learn a lot of new people in the summer school. This includes both students and lecturers. This was really the key for me. That was the most useful because I have met many lecturers in the summer school, and I have talked with them after the school, and I was able to do my bachelor thesis with one of the lecturers from the summer school. And so this was really important for me. But I'm sure that everyone can use this to their advantage, these connections that they get in this summer school. Third, you will also have a lot of fun in the summer school because the side activities were great, I think. And there are good spirits in the summer school. Everyone is during the summer break and everyone is having a lot of fun, I think. And finally, you will also have to move out of your comfort zone if you apply to this summer school because you will have to do a lot of work with the teams. But it is really challenging, I think, but it's completely worth it because you can learn very much, especially if you're not already in the innovation and entrepreneurship world, but you're new to this, then you can learn even more, I think. So I recommend it to everyone, and this was my presentation.
Thank you very much, David. Let's close the presentation and let's see us and let's have our short talk. Thanks once again for the presentation. First, I would like to turn to Anna, and I would like to ask Anna, how was your summer school experience? Whether you had a top best experience that you would share with us.
Hello everyone, and I'm happy to be here and to share my experience. I can't believe it already passed 1 year. What I like the most is clearly the teamwork. I was an external, so I was not a master student either in Budapest or at EIT Digital, so it was all the environment, everything was new to me, and maybe this was even more exciting for me. And besides the teamwork, because I don't think I've had a team with which I've worked 2 weeks, because it was a long period of time, not just 1 day or a short period of time. Besides this, I also liked, like David said, the starter kit. I really enjoyed it, and we found many questions during the summer school regarding that information, and it was useful. And something else that I'm thinking of was the interaction with the speakers, because we had some speakers which really took the time to answer our questions and to really spend time with each team. And I really liked their openness to this.
Thank you very much, Anna. The summer school is a summer school for nearly 400 students of EIT Digital Master School. And basically the external participants are joining them. How was the teamwork? How was the group work? Maybe this time we could start with David. How was it to fit in? What is it like to arrive, to such a crowd?
I have enjoyed it. They were very good spirits in the teams too, and I liked it from the beginning. And also I like these team projects, because when during the day you heard about some things about how to do some things, like how to do marketing in your business or something like that, and then you instantly had a chance to apply that knowledge in your presentations. So I think it was really useful, and I have enjoyed it.
Thank you, David. Anna, how were the first hours or the first day? I don't know what is it like, the very beginning.
I think we get on well from the beginning. We didn't know each other, none of us. So it was great. We took the time, and we had more time in the first week to know each other and to just ask questions about our master programs, where we are from. We joked about custom things in our countries. In the second week, we had to be more serious and work on the real project, because we wanted, like every other team, to win the prize. Unfortunately, I'm not the one who won, but we had a lot of fun.
Yes, but the competition itself is a really nice one, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
And if you had to find something that had an impact on your life, Anna, was there a skill or something that you learned and that you could already benefit from?
Yes, from the, let's say, technical point of view, it helped me at my workplace, because I also work for a company which does software for the trading industry. So it really sparked my interest more. And from, let's say, speeching kind of skill. I've learned to better communicate my ideas, because there were times when the jury was not so sure what we were telling, and they were not sure they get our idea. So you had little time to be very clear, very specific, and to say a lot with a few words. So this clearly improved also for my master, for the contests, hackathons that I participated in, and also at my workplace.
Thank you. It's very nice to hear about that. David, if we would say, and if you had to list an impact that had on you, or a skill that you gained at the summer school.
Well, I have learned a lot, and that is also true for me, but Anna said, but for me, the most important thing was this networking side of things. Mm-hmm. I have been able to connect with every lecturer from the summer school, and I have started my thesis with one of the lecturers. So this was very, very useful for me in this case, that I've been able to do my thesis.
Thank you very much. How did you like the social activities, Anna and David? So within the summer school, there are if I'm sure, there are courses, there is a lot of coaching, and there are also social activities. So how did you like the mix of these activities?
I can start because me and the other team members were, like I said, very competitive. We really enjoyed the quizzes. There were some quizzes regarding to the, let's say, to what we've learned at the summer school. They were fun, but we've also had quizzes about Budapest after some information was provided to us, and also some of the other students were invited to create some quizzes. And I remember one funny quiz, a girl from India, if I remember correctly, made the quiz with questions about their history, and I think only the students from India answered really fast to those questions, because all the others we had to Google to find out about those monuments. So they were the only one that knew the answers. Another event was a cooking session in which we learned how to do Hungarian dish, and the ones that were preparing the dish were doing it live, so they had a lot of fun. I think even more fun than us. We laughed when we saw them preparing the dish, and we were also invited to share our photos of the dish. But I must confess that their dish was definitely the best looking one.
And thank you very much. And David, how did you like this composition of coaching courses and the leisure activities?
I have liked it, and I have really enjoyed that they really mixed us up as well they could. So we were handed into one team, one specific team, but besides that, for quizzes, for example, you were also every time with the different members of the school, so you had the chance to meet with everyone. I really enjoyed this. Also, I have really enjoyed these exchange groups where there was one or 2 hours when you could meet with the other summer schools. We met from summer schools from Madrid. And they also presented what they are working on, and we had a chance to talk about how summer school is for them and for us. I have enjoyed that too. I have also enjoyed this cooking session. It was really good that you could turn the camera on and they could say what you're doing right and wrong, and they could help you. I have enjoyed this too. And yes, the coaching was also very, very nice. They joined the coaches joined our groups, and they watched our presentations, listened to what we are doing, and they gave advices about how we could improve our pitches and our business cases. So I have enjoyed that too.
Were these pitches new to you? Because basically what the teams are really practicing, and they are really what I've seen from the participants, that they are really a big part of the summer school is the pitching itself, preparing for a pitch in front of the case providers, the real businesses. So how was it for you? Can we start with David now?
Yes, it was mostly new, but to be honest, we also had some kind of innovation course in the university where with EIT exactly. So we also had a chance to get introduced to pitching here at A2. But the most of the ideas were new to pitching for me, and I was able to learn a lot useful things about pitching too. So it was not completely new, but I learned a lot of new things.
Anna, and how about your pitching experience or pitching development? You shared us a little about the hackathons and other.
Yes, the pitching concept was not completely new to me, but I think before I only did extremely short pitches, so just mentioned the idea and that was it. But now we had, I would say, both to our advantage and to our disadvantage, a lot of time to present our idea, which meant that we had to be very specific regarding the implementation of the idea, about what costs we anticipated, which was the customer segment we were targeting. So we had to provide more concrete information, not just the idea which will implement itself. So I think this was the biggest challenge.
Thank you very much, Anna. Surajit is here with us because in the back we tried to fix things, but probably we couldn't. So maybe we should try again, or not really. Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't make it any better. I'm very sorry for that, but you are very mysterious and you are really raising the interest, like what is happening at these summer schools. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for being available from so many countries, from it's such a nice crowd, really, and we are connecting from so many geographical locations. Thank you very much for coming. I would like to wrap up this session now. Let's say goodbye to all the attendees. Thank you very much for coming. This recording will be available on YouTube at the university channel. And thank you very much for staying with us.